Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red.
What I'm about to say is going to piss a lot of people off, but I don't care. If you are somebody who's allergic to the truth, please do not watch my channel. This ain't the one for you. Go listen to Young Miami. Spend that. This black community of ours is in such shambles. We are broken. I honestly think we are at the point where there's no turning back. It's a wrap. Take a look at this video.
Okay, this is a big part of why I want to cover this video. I was this gentleman that just got his thrown at. I've had bananas get smacked on my face. I've got quite a bit of things done to me because, I was the business owner trying to make money in a bad neighborhood.
Now take a look at this video.
Shut the up, I'll beat you right to the ground.
Now take a look at this video.
And then some people, someone messaged me and asked me, why do I cover the black community so much? I don't cover a lot of the Asian stuff. And there's like the bad stuff in the Asian. We don't have that much bad stuff that is shown on the internet. Asians aren't recording themselves in such degree doing such bad things. I think that's the problem. I don't have that much bad, things to cover on many other races, but it's like black people tell on themselves. I think that's kind of like the saying.
She wore a sahalat of clothes that were extraordinary, whatever, bro.
These are just snippets of the videos I see every single day across social media that are highlighting.
And it's hard too, because it's also the stuff I see all the time. So when I see stuff all the time, I know it's kind of popular and people like to watch it. So I cover the topics.
Black culture. This is the kind of culture that stereotypes every single one of us. I am sick and tired of this nasty, toxic, ghetto subculture that a lot of us think is cute. And I see.
It sucks how racist we are nowadays as a nation. As soon as one person of one race does something, that race sucks. Look at all them Asians. Look at all the Mexicans. That's kind of how we are nowadays, especially on the internet.
See too many people coming online and calling folks like me bougie, uppity, coons, whatever y'all want to call folks like us.
Normal people that are just trying to live their everyday lives and not be a burden to others.
Every time we call out this stupid subculture, I don't want to be around this. I don't know about y'all, but I understand why there are white folks who say they don't want to be around this crap. Because I'm black and I don't want to be around it. This song that's gone viral from Young Miami. And let me jump in and say, I really don't care about the song. I don't care that adults want to listen to this song. It's ratchet, sure. It's catchy, sure. That's what you want to listen to, that's fine. My issue is that when people speak out against this song and talk about how it is bringing our community down, not just this one singular song, but it's a pattern, it's a thread. And they talk about how this one song is causing black people to be seen in a different or a nasty light. Y'all don't seem to get it. This woman is talking about boosting, which is theft. When a lot of folks go inside of stores, the high-end stores or the middle-end stores, and they're...
Wait, boosting isn't just stealing cars anymore? It's just stealing stuff? Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Followed around all the time, and you get pissed off about that. It's because y'all are promoting this stupidity, this ghetto foolishness, and people start to think, because everybody's not an objective thinker, everybody is not going to say, well, that's not all black people. They're going to say it's all of us. When children are singing this song, y'all have no issue with it.
That's what I say. Like, when there's a large enough of your community doing something, and it gets attributed to your community.
These kids, some of them don't even know how to read. You ask some of them to spell their name, they don't know how to spell their name. And yet they're here singing this song about boosting. And you know what some black folks will say? Who are you to come online and gatekeep what people say and how they talk and the volume in which they...
That's how you hold your community accountable. Like, if you don't come and say that we're doing bad things, then the bad things just continue. And now you're known for those things.
I am so pleased to see so many black people waking up, finally waking up and understanding what a lot of folks, myself included, have been saying for years.
It just gives me PTSD flashbacks when I see shit like this. Like, oh my god, the amount of this I had to deal with for the, what, 12, I want to say like 10 years that we owned the gas station.
No, y'all, no, stop, y'all, no.
See, and then when this happens, and then escalation happens to where somebody's ends up dead, then it's our fault. We're racist for shooting black people, or we're racist for targeting black people. It's just like, we are also being attacked ourselves. We're just doing our damn job. We're just trying to make a living.
No.
Look at this. It's like, I feel a way because I was a business owner. I'm a small business owner. I'm a small business owner still, right? When people come and steal your products, steal your merchandise, it's your hard-earned money. Especially us immigrants that came from other countries and, you know, did the proper way to, you know, do well in the US, get a business, pay taxes and stuff. It just makes us feel like we did the wrong thing, I guess. It's hard to say. Look at them just grabbing whatever they want, trashing the place, assaulting a man.
Alright, let's get some started. I'm gonna start off by saying this. I'm not up here to make friends, be cool with none of y'all. And to be truthful about it, I'm up here to piss off a lot of you motherfuckers, for real. And I'm gonna start off by saying this. I can't stand niggas, man. I don't give a...
It's like that Chris Rock's stand-up, right? There's black people, and then there's...
Be Caucasian, Asian, Hispanic, so-called...
Oh, I agree with him. I think every race has a...
All black, whatever
group
you are.
of people.
You are a stupid, ignorant motherfucker. You a and I can't stand your ass.
But what if the shopkeeper had pulled out a gun and shot a couple of them?
Agreed.
I don't want to hear no...
Because this is straight up assault. He's allowed to defend himself, right? He should be allowed to defend himself.
Nobody's mouth. I don't want to hear...
But then they're going to say, oh, but they're just kids. Why would you pull out a gun on... They assaulted the man. I don't give a fuck if they're kids. Look how many of them there are.
No civil rights activists, no community leader coming out talking about, oh, they're tearing down our young men. The young men tearing down each other. Get out of here. And it's like, when we get mad at the stereotypes, we have no one to blame but ourselves.
Clear for all the black women on here who don't get it. I have lived I'm 36 years old now. My mother died when I was 34. I have never seen my mother twerk or do anything inappropriate in front of me, ever. I've never seen my mother twerk.
Shout outs to your late great mother.
I've never seen her do some outlandish shit in front of me. The shit that y'all promote is diabolical, and it makes me sad that you bitches don't have women that are role models to look up to. Okay, my role model was Felicia Rashad. Okay, that's the woman I wanted to be like. I never seen my mom with her tongue out. I never seen my mom sucking. I never seen my mom twerking. I never seen my mom outside half naked. I never seen none of that shit. So when y'all get in these comments trying to promote that...
I 100% agree. My mom was a true lady. Never done any of those things. Always dressed proper. Always covered up. Never did anything crazy. Didn't dance. Well, I mean, man, immigrant Asians are a little bit different too. But yeah, like... That's the great example of a woman, a wife, and a mother that I have is my own mother.
Ghetto ass behavior. Get your ghetto ass off my page. The fact that your mother is with her tongue out lets me know everything that I need to know, and I feel sorry for you. I feel really sorry for you. I said what the thing. All y'all promoting that Carisha song, spend that shit. Y'all are the reason why our community's in shambles. We already know that is low vibrational. Do y'all not understand?
You see, it's funny because women, like the black community, gets upset that other communities are observing and comment and have opinions. Everybody does, right? And again, I always say the black community has the biggest influence in the United States. Like the culture itself is almost black culture in the United States.
Understand what y'all are promoting, and y'all go promote this ghetto ass, trashy ass. It's crazy work to me. It's crazy work. We got little boys that are getting shot up because they're being profiled, right, as thieves and scammers, and y'all are still outside. Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Grow the fuck up. And when you have to make a GoFundMe for your sons, don't come to the internet, because
I also have something to say. You know, people always are like, "Oh, it's because I'm black. That's why you're always like watching me on the cameras and stuff." I have a perfect example of this. I had a black gentleman literally watch my mom follow a Mexican guy down the aisle through the cameras the whole time. And when he saw that, he was just like, "Oh, shit. It ain't just us." He said that out loud, and my mom was like, "Yeah, everybody steals." That's just how we are. When we see certain behaviors, certain patterns, we kind of understand. When people come into our store and just walk to the back immediately, usually something's up. Because most people walk to our store, go to the fridges, buy beer or whatever, come to the counter immediately and get gas. But when you go towards the back immediately, where there's random stuff back there, and then you go to the corner and you do a little bit of something, we know you're doing something. Or at least we don't know, but you're probably doing something, so we're going to be looking at you on the cameras. It doesn't matter what race. We do it to Asians, we do it to Filipinos, we do it to white people. You know why? Because we're in an area of town that is the ghetto. Doesn't matter what race, creed, or color that comes into this store, everybody's a little ghetto.
Because you promoted that shit in your house, you was spending that dancing, twerking in front of your sons. When your sons bring you home a problem, understand that they brought you home a problem because they learned to like problems from you.
This woman nailed it 1000%. And I'm with her. Just get it away from me. I don't want to be around any of that element at all. And I don't care who gets offended by it. She said it exactly correct. The black community is in shambles. And you know, when I started to delve into social commentary, I really started to realize that, you know, someone came into my comment section and said, "It's too far gone now. There's no coming back." And I was like, well, I still have hope that, you know, things will turn around. And I do see people waking up, not en masse the way I would want them to, but I do see people waking up. But I feel like this community is in absolute shambles because we glorify violence. We glorify money. We glorify hypersexuality. Glorifies all the negative, toxic things that we're supposed to be running away from. That's what's glorified.
Yeah, like if you compare it to the Asian community, what did the Asian community glorify? Education. That was what an Asian community glorified above almost anything else, was education and status, which would be through education. Like, you got the education, you were a doctor, that's when you earned the status. You were an engineer, you earned the status, right? What did Asians push their kids to? They didn't push them to just be whatever you wanted to be. No, they were like, you're either an engineer, a doctor, or a motherfucking lawyer. You know why? Because our parents were like, money is important. I know you may not want to be a lawyer. You may not want to be a doctor. You may not want to be these things, but these are the most prestigious careers that I can think of, that I know everybody will respect you, and I know these make good money. So I'm going to push you towards these careers. That's how the Asian community did it. Where other communities, especially the black community, push a lot of kids into sports. Sports is the way to save the community. Sports is the way to save the family. And there's a much more stable way to do that, and it's through education.
I was listening to some YouTube videos where they were talking about, they were in the most disgusting ways, they were breaking down India.Arie because she was critical of that song, Spend That. And I know a lot of you haven't heard it yet. And if you haven't,
I don't care for it.
This is one time I'm going to say, go and listen to it. And I want you to really listen to the lyrics. Yes, it's a catchy song, but listen to the lyrics. And what kills me is that, yes, adults can do whatever they want to do, but I'm seeing so many teenagers and so many children who are watching this stuff, listening to this stuff, and repeating it. I put on my platform a short the other day where children were on the bus going to Disney World. At least that's what it was said. And they're on this bus singing this song. You ask these kids to read a sentence today, they don't know how to do it. You ask them to spell their name, some of them don't know how to do it.
They know how to twerk though.
You ask them some basic math question, they don't know. And yet they know these songs in and out. And I blame not Carisha. I don't blame Young Miami. I blame the parents. I blame the parents who allow their kids to listen to this stuff. Yes, you can't shield their ears and eyes from every single thing, but you can let them know what's not acceptable. There's no way my children would have been on that bus to Disney with chaperones and a bus driver and someone's playing that and nobody pulled that bus over to make them stop. Nobody checked those kids. We glorify so much violence and you can bet your butt. If you go into the comments section, when something crazy is posted on the internet, there'll always be people defending it. When India Arie spoke out, and those of you who don't know India Arie, this is an artist who's been in the game for decades now, who is dark-skinned with more kinky, coily hair, and she spends a great deal of time uplifting Black women.
I like her. She looks nice. I like her hair.
And telling them that they're bigger than their parents, telling them to love their skin, especially the dark-skinned girls, to tell them to love themselves, you know, regardless of how they...
I tell you guys, I like my skin. I like dark skin. I think dark skin is beautiful, right? I gravitate towards women with darker skin. But obviously my family is like, you need a woman that's fair.
Look, this woman has been called every nasty name in the book because she was critical of that Young Miami song. And people telling her, oh, sit your old ass down and your civil rights face. That's how they speak to this woman who, I guess you could call her an elder now inside of the music industry. She's not the oldest, but she's an elder. And she should have that respect. But instead...
I do agree, like the whole respect your elders thing. I talk about that one all the time. Like, it went out the window. Right? Just because this person has a different opinion than you doesn't mean that they didn't live a whole bunch of life that you didn't and experience a time that you didn't, right? They earned some respect through that.
What do? We tear that down because we want a hit song. I saw Trick Daddy, who... he gets on my damn last nerve. Talking trash about India Arie and other women being jealous of Young Miami. Y'all sound stupid. And I think it's at this point, like, I see why people are just kind of like washing their hands of that community. And these are the same folks, like this lady said, when something happens to their kids, they want to do GoFundMe. And after they've already allowed their kids to glorify violence and they encourage them in all this foolishness, now they want to hold GoFundMes for my poor child, my good child. Y'all are equally responsible for your children going the wrong way. And I'm to the point now where I don't even know if there's any coming back. I think people just need to separate. Let me get away from these people. And that's why...
No, that's what men do, right? What do we say? Walk away. If the situation doesn't benefit you, the community doesn't benefit you, the person doesn't benefit you, walk away and build yourself, right?
Where I'm at right now, I just don't even want to be around it. When Felicia Rashad a couple years ago was criticizing the ladies, telling them like how to act properly. This is a woman who has been revered on television, revered even in real life, and she's trying to put y'all up on game. Oh, she's an old auntie. She washed up and she's jealous. Y'all think everybody jealous of y'all? Like, what do they have to be jealous for?
The whole jealousy thing, I feel is just projection.
And let me tell you what really bothers me the most is that we don't like when other Black people hold us accountable. We have a serious problem.
Well, I mean, tell the truth, girl, Black people don't like when anybody holds them accountable. Other race, they even hate it even more when other races are even commenting or have opinions about Black culture.
Problem when our elders or even somebody who's our peer holds us accountable. It's always, oh, you trying to tell me what to do? You ain't my mama. You just jealous. You just hating. All these different stupid things y'all like to run on with. Because y'all don't want to be told what to do. If y'all ain't going to be told what to do by the people who actually in your community who care about you, you're going to be told by a judge. You're going to be told by a jury. You're going to be told by somebody who bigger, nastier, badder than you out on the streets. That's who you're going to be told by. But I'm getting tired of it. I'm sick of it. Y'all make me sick. I'm not going to lie. Y'all make me sick. And let me tell you something. Y'all parents are the worst. Y'all are the absolute worst. Because y'all weren't trained properly and y'all didn't break that generational curse. Y'all didn't do it. You decided whatever your mother or your father taught you or didn't teach you, you were going to just pass that right on to your kids. And don't give me this foolishness about, oh, well, they didn't have the example. You don't have to have the example in your household.
You don't. I don't have a great example of what I am now. My dad was just very stone-face killer kind of guy. And my mom was a very stone-face killer kind of woman too. Tell you the truth, both my parents were very strict, right? Because they were born and raised during the Khmer Rouge. My mom's family got slaughtered in front of her. Half of my dad's family got slaughtered, right? So they just grew up very differently and very hard, right?
Majority of things that I learned in my life, I didn't learn in my household. You have to know that what you're doing is stupid and wrong. I read a comment from somebody on my page the other day, and who said she was glad, or he, I don't know if it was a woman or a man, but basically they were saying that they were glad that they got away from that ratchosity. That they were triggered by something that they,
and again, I cover this time. I grew up in the ratchosity too. Trust me, guys. Like, I may not seem as ghetto, and my speech pattern seems a lot better nowadays than it used to be. Trust me, I was dropping N-bombs left and right when I was growing up because I grew up in that community, right? As I grew up, I was just like, yeah, this is a normal thing because these are all my friends. We all say it. And then wokeness came in, or, liberalness and all this stuff. Now all of that is a no-no, right? When I grew up, the Chappelle Show was the shit, like as in the best ever. Right? All of us loved Rick James, bitch. Like all those things were just part of me. But then as I grew up, people judged me for it. They're like, you're an Asian kid, or you're an Asian guy. Why the fuck are you so ghetto? You're an Asian guy. Why are you like a gangster? It forced me to change into better because I wanted better. Right? I want better for myself. I want better for my family. I knew the pathway that I was and the way I wasn't the business.
Seen on my page because they remember growing up in that environment, but they broke that curse. Y'all think this is so cute. Y'all wonder why nobody want to be around you. Nobody want to work with you. Nobody wants you living in their community. This is why. They don't want you around you. And it's only so much you could say it's racism. It's black people say they don't want to be around you either. Get out of here with this foolishness. Y'all need to grow up. I feel like this community is so doomed. The only silver lining for me is that I see some content creators too, and people online who I'll keep an eye on, who used to co-sign a lot of this foolishness. Now they're waking up.
That's good on them. I mean, I'm not trying to judge too harshly or anything, but this topic is a big topic that just everybody has this black fatigue going on too. They have this, just women fatigue. There's just so much fatigue going on.
Now they're like, nah, hell no, y'all gone too far. Why did it have to get to this point? Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. I don't want to hear nobody marching in the streets for nobody. Let me tell you something. Don't expect me to march in the street because a white cop did something to a black kid when y'all ain't doing nothing when the black kid doing something to the black kid. Get out of here. Drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think.
Shout outs to you, Gal, for pushing back. I think every time you push back on your own community, you get the most flack for it, right? Because you're seen as an outsider now. You're seen as you're judging your own community, your own kind. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna judge my own kind. We're idiots sometimes, just like my own community. We're fucking gangsters. There's too many of us that are gangsters, and it gave Cambodians a pretty gangstery, reputation, right? Most people don't even know that most of California is 95% donut shops that are owned by Cambodians. No, they don't know that. They just know that, yeah, Cambodians, gangsters. That's what most people know us as, right? So again, when a large enough part of your community does something, it becomes what your community is known for. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time.